Osama bin Laden is dead and he's got the internet going nuts. The event has become the most powerful trending topic in Twitter history, and celebratory cries have resounded throughout Facebook and every other social network. But since this is the internet, hundreds of image macros and animated GIFs have crawled out of the meme pool over the last few days, pitching Obama as Superman against Osama, portrayed as a similarly comic booky villain. Just look at this one. This one, or this one. Here's Bad Pun Raccoon weighing in. What we're seeing now is a vast expansion of the role previously reserved for editorial cartoonists. Now that everyone has access to a pirated copy of Photoshop, or at least a browser-based image editor like Meme Generator or QuickMeme, everyone is now as equipped as your local paper's cartoonist to spew their creativity all over the web. Most of them are pretty light-hearted, emphasizing Obama's effortless swagger. Some are just goofy Photoshops, but quite a few of them are a little Creepsville. Is this a healthy expression of jubilation over the death of one of history's greatest villains? Or is it the meme manifestation of a decade-long revenge fantasy harbored by Americans, even ones that weren't old enough to remember 9/11 when it went down? At what point does mimetic expression of patriotic fervor become blind hatred, directed at an all-too-easy-to-despise figurehead whose death may or may not translate to any meaningful change in the fight against terror? Regardless, it appears that this is how modern society now deals with any major news event. Without any editorial direction or discretion, these memesters set immediately to work trying to out-offend each other. But it appears not everyone is interested in playing that game. Random internet user Jessica Dovey posted a quote, part of which was attributed to Martin Luther King Jr. to her Facebook wall, which was then shared on Twitter. Because Twitter has a 140-character limit, the quote was truncated, making it look like the teacher's words were attributed to the civil rights leader. The post was eventually retweeted by celebrity magician Penn Jillette. The misquote read, "I mourn the loss of thousands of precious lives, but I will not rejoice in the death of one, not even an enemy. Returning hate for hate multiplies hate, adding deeper darkness to a night already devoid of stars. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that." The quote was eventually debunked as a garbled misattribution of MLK's words, but not before it was retweeted, tumbled, and otherwise shared thousands of times across the web, proving that the sentiment behind the misquote is very real for millions of people, even if its vehicle is fraudulent. As for the memes, we can expect them to show up in the wake of every major celebrity death, hero or villain. Whether or not you feel these memes are appropriate, they carry significant social power, but only as much as you choose to give them. I'm Molly, and this is Rocket Boom.